Hello friends, I've just bought 100 lost suitcases and I've got no idea what's in any of them. Oh! But every single one of them is a real person's bag. Now recently, while traveling to Vietnam, I lost my suitcase. Inside of it, my favorite shirt ever. Gone. But I'm not the only one. Every single day, suitcases go missing and most are never seen again. So to make sure that nobody else has to suffer like I did, I'm going on a mission to return as many of these suitcases to their original owners as possible. And to do that, I've drafted in some friends to help me look for clues.
Right, what we got here then? Straight out the gaff, we got address.
I have the name of their doctor. Now, immediately, we were learning a lot.
This links to a painting business in Stuttgart.
Oh no, we're never gonna find them.
Anniversary coupons.
Oh my god, we've got to get this back to them. But after a few cases, we still hadn't found anything that we could actually use to return someone's luggage. Until we found someone's name and address. And with that, we traveled 11 hours across the world to go and knock on their door.
I just park here?
Yeah.
But would anybody be home? Would they even still be living there? Or was this all going to be a massive waste of time? Hey, excuse me, I've got a really weird question. Have you possibly lost this suitcase in the last couple of years, or anyone in this house?
It looks mine.
Turn them to people?
Suitcase, and it was this one.
You're kidding?
In Greece.
Really?
So it went to England.
Uh-huh.
Can I check it?
Of course you can. And with that, my friends, we had successfully returned our first case. Or had we?
Oh no. This is not mine.
Really?
No.
No,
I
I'm
wish
so
it
no, I'm
was-
sorry.
No.
Not yours.
I wish I had a purse, a Louis Vuitton, inside money.
And they've taken it. The case is hers, the stuff isn't.
Exactly.
No way.
Now this was a disaster, because not only had we flown all of the way to the other side of the world to return something nobody really cared about, what if this meant that all of the other cases we'd bought were just like this? Empty shells stuffed with recycled clothes in order to fetch a pretty penny from people looking for a bargain online. Well, thankfully, we knew this wasn't going to be the case, and to let you know how we know this, I need to tell you the story of a man called Eli Santana. So, a few months ago, I posted this video on our second channel where we went through a bunch of lost luggage, right, that we bought from the exact same website that we got these ones. If your name is Mr. Eli M. Santana, get in touch, we've got your stuff. And after we posted that, one of our viewers went and hunted down Eli's Facebook, which had a picture of him wearing the same top we found in the video. Now, when Eli saw us going through his possessions on camera, he asked for one simple thing.
It'd be fucking dope if they gave me my stuff back.
Now sadly, by that point, his real case had already been donated to a charity shop, but we rebuilt it as best as we could and sent him a new one to say sorry.
Eli, terribly sorry for sniffing your pants.
So even though we'd had a setback with our first lead, we knew there was still hope of doing some real good here and got back to work. Oh! That was a whole luggage item. What do you measure with that? It does look like you would put like a child there.
Yeah, it could be a nurse, midwife, travelling.
Your dad's got a midwife.
That's crazy.
Now, admittedly, we didn't have a clue what this contraption was supposed to be used for, but it did look very important. And vitally, we had the logo of the company who made it. So we called up their contact number to see if we could find out whose it was.
Good afternoon, it's Route Seeker Service. Carol speaking, how may I help you?
Now, after a little bit of deliberation, I found the item's serial number. 1, then lots of zeros, and Carol pointed us down the right path.
Bingo. That was Hammersmith Hospital.
Hammersmith Hospital were the ones that bought it.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Have a lovely weekend, Carol.
Thank you.
Bye. I'm just here to return a baby scale that we found. Wonderful stuff.
Thank you very much.
My friends, with that, we had successfully returned another case, and this time, the person actually cared about what they were receiving. Kind of. So, in good spirits, we got back to it, not realising things were about to take a serious turn for the worse.
Hey, Mikey. This is a mental hat to have.
What does that mean? What's the fun gang?
I didn't realise we found my fucking case. So it's got no name tag as far as I'm aware. Yeah, no, they could have.
Yay!
P. Hale.
That's R Hale. That's obviously an R. What P do you know with the tail line? Realistically, right, we don't need to open this case at all.
Nice little fur pillow.
All right, viewers, James and I are in a bad place.
Not mentally, we're just in Essex.
We are off to the Hales house. They have no idea we're coming, but hopefully they'll be happy to be reunited
with their lost possessions.
Wait, you've not reached out in advance?
Well, all we have is their fucking address. So what we're going to do is we're just going to park up and we'll both get out and we'll just go and say hello.
Oh, well, we both get out. Is that what? I'm not getting out of the car.
Mate, we've driven an hour. You're getting out of
No,
the
but
car.
think about
You're
it.
not going to knock on the door.
It's going to be very intimidating if two men walk up to a door wearing black.
Now, with my cowardly counterpart refusing to help me out on this, I headed out alone to try and return this case.
Jesus.
Hiya. Sorry to bother. A really weird one. Have you lost a suitcase any time?
Sorry?
Have you lost a suitcase any time in the last couple of years?
I lost one.
Lost a suitcase? Yeah. We bought a bunch off the internet. We're making a documentary returning people's suitcases.
But them people in
Yeah.
that corner house over there, they've been having look.
Would they be the Hales?
I don't know.
Okay. Sorry to bother. No worries. Have a good afternoon.
Was that her?
She couldn't hear a fucking word I was saying. She says next door have suitcases.
Wow.
Not much help. I think she was the Hales, but she thought I was some sort of salesman. All right, I would say mission failed for sure. We'll leave them be, but you know you can't win them all.
At this point, my friends, I was feeling a little dejected about wasting our morning heading out into the arse end of Essex, and the fact that after 32 cases, we hadn't really achieved much of note. But this was all about to become the least of my issues, when out of nowhere, my phone started going mental.
Okay, viewers. So we've had a bit of an update whilst we were driving, so we've just pulled over. James doesn't know, but would you mind possibly just reading this out for me?
Oh my God. Has anyone else had this fella knock on their door today asking if we'd lost a suitcase in the last couple of years? Very weird as he pulled up in a car, knocked at ours, but nobody else's. You look proper creepy.
Yeah, it's in the Benfleet Community Crime Watch.
Crime Watch! Will and he must have bought a suitcase with your address on it. He's a YouTuber, there you go.
Yeah.
He literally parked outside my house.
Does anyone have a nice character reference? Can somebody say he's a nice guy?
He buys lost suitcases and sniffs your dirty underwear.
Well, don't say that. No, did they say that?
Then returns it.
No,
No,
they didn't say
harm
that. No,
was
they
made
didn't.
in his
No.
YouTube videos. Then Lauren Gracie says, shut the door. He doesn't, does he?
And that's not technically untrue. We've done that before.
Hey, don't slap a we on that. You've done that before. Did you ever lose a suitcase? We haven't. We lived here for 9 years now. I think he said it had a name of Hales.
Oh, so
They weren't Hales.
they weren't the Hales, and they've lived there for 9 years.
Sadly, it looked like this case was a dud. Luckily though, we had one more shot that day because we had found another bag with an address just a few hours away.
Oh wait, no, this is a flight.
Bro, it's got their address on it. Addressed Dartford Street, London. Oh wait, yeah, their name is Jonathan Brahane. Now, after a few minutes standing around and knocking, it became apparent that Jonathan wasn't home. So I wrote him a note.
We stole your suitcase and sniffed your pants.
Stop it. Stop it right now.
But that's what you've done.
And after a little while, I received a message.
Well, the guy got in touch, the one we left the note for.
Really?
Yeah. And he said, he doesn't want it, can you give it to charity?
Oh. Well, you found him.
Yeah, but like...
Okay, what's wrong with giving it to charity?
Well, no, but it's like the whole part of the video is like, oh, people are going to love it when we give their cases, but he didn't give a fuck. We went to his door and he still didn't want it.
A deeply, deeply unsuccessful afternoon. However, our next case was about to throw up a real surprise.
No
way!
Fucking
No
way.
way!
Oh my God, a USB drive.
And what we found on that stick was an absolute gold mine. But before we show you what was on the mystery USB drive, Mikey found a case that contained something extremely useful.
Oh, it's an all-in-one business management software. As you can see in this video, the more moving parts you have, the harder it is to keep on top of the information that really matters. Now, if you're wanting to start your own business and keep on track of things like website building, right, accounting, marketing, with Odoo, you can keep everything in one place and manage your whole business on a single platform. Because with 45 easy-to-use interconnected applications, Odoo has everything you need for the job. It lets you optimize your productivity whilst keeping everything under one roof. And it reduces your expenses with one single affordable subscription. Odoo also automatically adapts to your local taxes, currencies, and regulations so you stay compliant wherever you are. So you lot make sure you check out Odoo using the link below. Your first application is free for life with unlimited hosting and support. Then, once you've got 2 standalone applications, you can switch to a paid plan. All the best, stay safe, back to the video.
Okay, so the USB. Actually, would you come and sit with me, please? Good news, we know what he looks like, right? On this USB, few pictures of his face. Good start, right? I did a bit more digging, and then there's like pictures from his university. I even found a letter with his name on, and then completely smashed it. Bloke had a picture of his own Instagram on his USB.
Oh my God.
However, we don't want to incriminate him here, but this is a picture of the same man with many, many bags of weed. If we scroll a bit further.
Yeah. Fuck. Oh my God, right. Oh my God.
So, I'm thinking, Ieuan.
It's fucking huge.
Yeah, fair play. I'm thinking if I lost my case, right, and the only way someone could identify getting it back to me was me sat with enough narcotics I could be done for intent to supply, or a picture of me measuring my frankly impressive penis, I would just think, keep my pants.
I did not want to see that.
Oh, I don't know if I should have done that.
Yes,
We are breaking and entering.
It'd be terrible if this is one of the returnable ones.
I found out who owns it, and it's a beautiful woman. No, actually, their name is Ieuan, the Oxford Diplomatic Society, and it has their name on it.
We've actually found them then. Shit, and we've just burst their case right open. Hello, my friends. You might have seen I'm on a mission at the minute. We bought 100 lost suitcases off the internet, and we're trying to return them. Now, James Marriott brutalised this one. However, we've found this inside of it, right? We've reached out to the Oxford Diplomatic Society. They've not emailed us back. So if you are part of that society, or if you know who is, could you reach out, please? I reckon we could return this person's case.
Oxford Diplomatic Society. Okay.
Fucking, you wouldn't be getting in there anytime soon, would you? We got in touch with the Oxford Diplomatic Society. We've spoken to them. There is someone called Ieuan who has DM'd us. Wait until you hear this. Hello, Will and Nate. Thank you very much for returning this to me. Our society president informed me about it today, and I am delighted to have back my wonderful merch after all of these months. It was stolen during an event in London a few months ago, so goodness knows how far it has travelled before finally returning home. That case isn't his. Nice to meet you. Oh, Will, you okay? So, this is yours, yes? We recognise this?
Absolutely. Let me just look at it and... Oh yes, that's definitely mine.
We found it in this suitcase. Do you recognise this suitcase?
I do not recognize this suitcase, but I do know how I lost this.
Okay, yeah, could you tell me?
And I remember I was going to London and I was on train. While traveling, on the way I lost this. I fall asleep, I woke up and this was missing.
Somebody took it on the train and there was no suitcases involved at all?
No, not at all. And I was surprised when, of course, when I saw your video, and I was like, this is amazing.
So whoever took that, Conway got them back and they lost their stuff. So there's, there's a positive side to it. Pleasure to meet you. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. At least we can return one little thing. It's not a full case, but at least it's back in your possession. Now, unfortunately, throughout our investigation, we'd noticed some suspicious patterns in some of the items we'd found in these cases. A phone, a phone, a phone! Notably, the amount of broken and reset iPhones we kept finding inside of them. This here is the website we get all our cases from. The problem is, right, they also sell a bunch of other things. So you see here, they've got like a lost and found box of like hairstyling accessories. They've also got lost property iPhones. Now, if we click on here, right, these are all kind of similar ages to what they show on there. Even worse though, you remember the iPad that we got? It's got these stickers on the back, which are exactly the same way they mark these iPhones, which makes me think that this iPhone here isn't actually property of the person who owned case 16. By this point, we were starting to wonder, was Eli's case just a fluke? Was there actually any chance of us being able to reunite somebody with their beloved possessions? We needed answers. So I tracked down the founder of the company who sold them to us and asked if we could have a chat. Hello.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm good. You can hear me all fine and clear?
Beautifully, yeah.
Basically, we're doing this video at the minute where we bought a bunch of cases to return them to their original owners. Would you mind explaining, like, which airports they usually arrive from? Do you know, are they mainly UK based?
We get pretty much all of the lost luggage from Heathrow. So obviously it has to go from the airport, and then it goes from the airport to the auction house.
And have you ever changed the contents of the bag? Do you ever take anything out or put anything in, or no?
No, as soon as we get them in, we pretty much sell them straight away, and we get like 150 each time. So they just go straight in off the van into our warehouse and then straight back out. So
we were looking at doing a similar video buying 100 lost iPhones. You sell them as like job lots on the site as well, right? Is it a similar process getting them, or?
It's pretty much the exact same process.
The reason I was asking if anything's maybe been put in the cases, this we found in a case, and we saw the labeling here was similar to the labeling on the website of the job lot of iPhones. So we were like, is there any tampering, or are they definitely sold as received?
So I mean, those stickers are the auction house stickers. So that's what that sticker is. I don't even know what that sticker means.
If it was me adding them, I would think, well, okay, maybe if I put an iPhone in 1 in 10 and someone posts I got an iPhone in it, people then see it, you know, on socials or whatever and think, oh, maybe you can get phones in these, would be my thoughts.
Yeah, that's fair. We don't do that. I don't know why the auction house would do that either. They try and keep it quite private because I think they've had quite a lot of backlash in the past. When we first started selling them, kind of the BBC were doing a little thing on us, and they wanted to speak to the auction house. So we got in touch with the woman in the auction house that we deal with, and she was like, "Don't send the BBC here. We don't want to speak to them."
Really?
Yeah, they've been doing it since like the 1970s, and they're like, every now and then we get like a wave of publicity from it, and we don't like it. So.
Now, honestly, this wasn't great, because by this point we were about 6 months into our mission and we still weren't even sure if the bags were real. Demoralised and with no other choice, we got back to work.
Oh, that's a big one.
Oh, is that? Oh my God, they got an email! Okay, we've got their email, we've got their phone number, we've got their names. We've got one! Hello, hi, is that Mr. or Mrs. Von Essen? Yes, sorry, it's a bit of a weird situation. Did you recently lose a suitcase at a UK airport over the last couple of years? If so, I've came across it and I was wondering if I could return it to you.
What's on the page?
Now, understandably, at first, Mrs. Von Essen was a bit sceptical of our phone call, but thankfully she allowed us to send a picture of the bag, and minutes later, we received this message. Thank you, Will. My granddaughter lost this last Christmas on the way to the West Indies. She is so happy. Thank you again. Then I received a call from an unknown number. Hello?
Hello, is this Will?
It is. Is this about the lost suitcase?
Yes, I just spoke to my grandma.
Whereabouts are you based now?
I'm based in Madeira.
Hello. How is it going? Nice to meet you. I'm Will. So first off, do you recognise it?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, cool. And how long ago did it get lost?
It was 2 years ago when we went to Tobago. My boyfriend got his back 2 weeks later, whilst we were still there in Tobago, but I never got mine back.
Just lastly, we've got some suspicions that the website we bought them from have been like putting fake things inside the case, so you don't have to check it on camera. But would you mind just checking you recognise the stuff in it, that it's actually your stuff?
I'm so happy with this one. This was...
Okay, so it's your stuff?
Yeah.
That's enough. Have you recognised any of it? That's perfect.
No, it's all my dresses, all my summer dresses. You have my sneakers and...
Okay, amazing.
This dress.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much. This dress as well. And you know, it's actually perfect because I'm going on vacation on Monday.
Oh no, it's gonna get lost again.
And although initially starting out we had hoped to return many more, at least this now means somebody didn't go through what I did.